Hi class, it's time to go over our practice test today. So this is going to be the second half of our practice test from Monday. And you took this test on Thursday. We're going to go through and see how you did. As you're listening today, I'm going to be asking you for let's see, let's do an object of the day. So as you listen today, I want you to listen for an object. And as we get closer to the end, I will be telling you what the object of the day is. Listen for that object and type it into the form, and you will be able to get credit for completing the assignment. Number one, we are looking for greatest to least. Greatest means big, least means small. So let's list these numbers over. We're making it nice and tricky today by using the same numbers, and they're putting them in all sorts of order. So we're going to start looking for the big one. Look in your biggest place value, and that would be your hundredths place. The biggest number in my biggest place value is a 7, so I'm going to have to start with a 7. That throws A out. It also throws C out because I'm looking for the big one, not the small one. Now I'm going to look at my sixes. I want sixes to be next. They're next biggest, but I don't know which one, so I need to go look in the tens place. What's bigger, 7 or 5? 7 is bigger, so it's going to be 675 that comes next, which throws this one out. 675, 657, 567. There they are in order. Number 2, in which polygon is a line of symmetry shown? A line of symmetry is where you can fold it in half and it looks the same on both sides. These two are very different. When you fold a rectangle, if you remember in class, we talked about how it has a little piece sticking up on both ends. So this is not a line. A square, you could fold like that, but a rectangle, it just does not work. Right here, this side looks very different from this side, but here, if I shade this in for you, the black side and the white side are identical, so this is a line of symmetry. Number 3, Nora puts these numbers in a bag. She picks out one number from the bag without looking. Which number is she most likely to pick? Well, most likely, I'm looking for the one that has the most. So I have 3 fives, 1, 2, 3. I have 2 sixes, 2 sevens, and 1 8. Which one is she most likely to pick? The one she has the most of, which is 5. Number 4, we're looking for a fact family. This time it's a multiplication fact family. And I noticed that my family members are 7, 6, and 42. In each one of these, I have 7, 6, and 42. I'm going to have 2 multiplications, and I'm going to have 2 division facts. That's how my fact family works. So I can throw out anybody that doesn't have a 7, 6, or 42. I have a 7 and 6, but no 42. I have a 7 and 6, but no 42. I have all 3 of them here. I have a 7 and a 42, but no 6. That leaves me with C. C is the correct answer. Number 5 is another pattern. How did I go from 30 to 33? Add 3. And 33 to 36? Add 3. So to get to my missing number, I'm going to add 3. 36 plus 3 is 30. Number 6, which number is shown by the blocks in this picture? I have 3 hundredths, 2 tenths, and 4 ones. 324. Look at their tricks. They tried to throw you off right there. They just mixed all those numbers up in all kinds of orders. Make sure you know which block goes with it. These are hundredths, these are tenths. Number 7, I want to know about congruent. This time they did not give you a clue as to what congruent means. If you remember, congruent means same size and also same shape. So let's look at these and see which ones are the same size and the same shape. I can throw this one out. It's too tall. It's not the same size. And I can throw this one out because it has a right angle. None of the other ones have a right angle. So 1 and 3, 3 looks like I could spin it around and make look like 1. 1 and 3 are congruent shapes, both triangles. If you spin this spinner, which number are you going to land on least often? Look at these choices over here. I've got a big choice for 4 and a big choice for 3. The smallest one I've got here is 2, so that's the least often that I'm going to spin that number 2. Which one of these is the closest estimate for 849? The closest estimate means I'm going to round to the 10. 10 is going to get me within 10 of the actual number. If I round to the nearest 100, I'm going to get within 100 of the actual number. If I round to the nearest 1,000, I'm going to get within 1,000 of the actual number. The best estimate is going to be to the nearest 10 because it's going to get me closer to the actual number. Find that 10. Look next door. Is he big enough? He sure is. He's going to lift me to a 5. He turns into a 0, and I protected my 100. Number 10. What fraction of boxes are not shaded? They're going to throw you off with this word right here. If you're not reading, you're going to go for the shaded boxes, and you would have said 1/4. If you picked C, then you got tricked. It says what fraction of boxes are not shaded. Read every word. There are 3 boxes that are not shaded out of 4 total boxes. Be correct. Which means the same as 47. Well, 4 tens is 40, and 17 ones, that gives me 57. Not A. Let's come over here and do this one. 3 tens is 30, and 7 ones, that gives me 37. That's not it. 3 tens is 30, and 17 ones, that gives me 47. I think that's our answer, but let's try this one just to be sure. 7 tens is 70, and 4 ones is 4. That gives me 74. That's not it. My correct answer. Number 12. Wanda's mom is repairing a quilt. How many quilt squares will she need to repair the quilt? You need to imagine that there are squares here, and you can see where they belong. So as you're counting, which ones were missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had a big hole in our quilt. We were missing 7 units. Number 13, on their vacation, the Karens traveled 546 miles in 2 days. That's all of the miles that they traveled. Let's draw our triangle. 546 is your big number. That's how much they traveled. The first day, they drove 212 miles. Which number sentence can be used to find out how many miles they drove on the second day? The first day plus the second day equals the total miles. So let's come over here and see. 212 plus, we don't have that option, do we? We could start with the big number, 546. And if we're going down, we subtract 212. Is that an option? 546? Yep, there it is. 546 minus 212. These are just members of the same fraction. You know that the bottom is adding, you know that the other is subtracting. Which number sentence can be used to estimate the sum? Estimate is a fancy word for round. Sum means you're going to add. So we want to estimate the sum for 77 plus 52. We need to round. Round, round, add. 77 rounds to 80. And 52 rounds to 50. We need 80 plus 50. And there it is, right there. What is the best estimate of the amount of juice in this glass? Well, look at our juice, and I'm going to find my halfway point. Here's half. Am I more than 3/4? 3/4, if I were to break this up here, into quarters. Am I more than 3? Oh, that would be way up here. Am I about a half? Nope, I'm not even close to the halfway point. Am I less than a quarter? I am. I'm way down here. I think that's it. Am I more than a half? No, I'm not up here. So it has to be C, less than a quarter. What does this 2 mean in this number, 297? That 2 is in which place? The hundreds place. 200. The height of a 9-year-old child might be, it's not going to be kilometers. Remember, a kilometer is how far you can walk in 20 minutes. That's, a 9-year-old kid isn't going to be that tall. 4 inches. Remember your thumb? If you put thumbs together, 4 of them, are you going to get to a 9-year-old child? No, it's too small. 4 meters. Is a 9-year-old kid 4 baseball bats tall? No, that's way too big. 4 feet. Is a 9-year-old kid about the size of 4 rulers? Yes. 4 feet is the correct answer. Justin has 19 toy cars. Sheldon has 7 toy cars. Bryant has 4 more cars than Justin. Which number sentence shows how to find the number of cars Bryant has? Let's look at this about Bryant one more time. Bryant has 4 more than Justin. So let's go find Justin. Justin has 19. Bryant has 4 more than that. 19 plus 4 will give you Bryant's information. Number 19, Tavana has 343 dimes and Zach has 468 dimes. Which is the best estimate for the number of dimes they have all together? I want you to look at these choices over here. All but one of them have 2 zeros. So do you think we're going to round to the nearest 10, 100, or 1,000? Which one has 2 zeros? Probably going to be to the nearest 100. 343, 468. And I want to know how much they have all together. There's my word, the add one. So I need to round, add. 343 to the nearest 100, 300. 468 to the nearest 100 is 500. Round, now add. 500 plus 300 is 800. How much would the value of 374 change if the 3 was replaced by a 5? Doesn't say to replace anything else. We want to know how much that value changed. Well, it went from a 3 to a 5, so it went up 2. And I'm in which place? I'm in the hundreds place. It went up 200. If you wanted to find the difference, you could have subtracted those by putting it on top. And that's 200. Thomas started to read his book at 4:15. He finished reading at 6 o'clock. How long did it take him to read his book? Here's my number line. He started at 4:15. He ended at 6 o'clock. Remember your rocks, mountains, and hills? 1, 5, and 10. 1 hour. We are going to make our minutes match. And then we are going to make our hours match. That's our steps when we do elapsed time. I need to go from 15 to o'clock. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, o'clock. I ran into 5 o'clock. I was at 4, now I'm at 5. Then I need to add an hour to get to 6. That means I went 1 hour, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes. The correct answer is 1 hour, 45 minutes. Your object of the day that you need to record record on your form after you watch this video is a pencil. So as soon as we do these next two, I want you to write the word pencil on your form to let me know that you watched the whole video. Number 22, the bookcase has 5 shelves. There are 7 books on each shelf. Which number sentence can be used to find out how many books are on the bookcase? A bookcase has 5 shelves. There are 7 books on each shelf. You see that word each? You know in class it means multiply or divide. It's telling us we're going to add up the books, so in this case we are multiplying 7 times 5 is 7 times 5 or 5 times 7. Number 23. Sarah has $2.63. Her brother has $4.23. They're going to combine, that means add, their money to buy a cake for their mom's birthday. How much money do they have to spend? Well, it wants to know about, because look here, all of these answers have almost on it. That means the closest number to. So we're going to look through all of this, and we're going to round to the nearest dollar, because there's no cents here. So I'm at $2.63. That's closest to $3. I'm at $4.20. That's closest to $4. 4 plus 3, because of that word combined, $7. Hope you did well today. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.